Welcome to Module 3, the feedback process. In this module, we will explain the importance of feedback and how you should use it. Throughout this module, we will understand what feedback is when it comes to interviewing, what to include in feedback, the importance of giving feedback, and how to properly give candidates feedback. We will then dive into an activity to allow you to test what you learned and finish off with a summary. By the end of this module, you will be able to explain why the feedback process is important and how you can properly implement it after the interview has ended. Feedback in the interviewing process is your chance to communicate with candidates after interviewing has taken place to both the successful and unsuccessful candidates. Here you are able to give them information about where they succeeded in the interview, and if they were unsuccessful, why they did not get the position. Feedback allows you to provide candidates with important information taken from the interviewing process. When deciding what you want to communicate to your candidates when giving feedback, you want to begin by emphasizing what they were successful on before jumping into constructive criticism. When giving feedback, you want to include what they did well on and how they scored on those sections, what it is that made you go with another candidate, and what type of experience or certifications that could make them successful should they choose to interview for your company again. It is vital for you to understand the do's and don'ts of providing feedback before you do it. It is important for you to be honest with your candidate about why they were unsuccessful. You do not want to leave them wondering why. You want to use simple but specific language pertaining to why they were unsuccessful so they are not left confused and can clearly understand why they did not get the job. Be positive where you can. Highlight the things they did well, even if someone was more qualified in the area. Emphasize why they were well in that area and help where you can. Maybe you can point out areas they could talk about more from their resume or things they could do to enhance it. Do not appear rude when you are telling them why they were unsuccessful. You do not want to appear to belittle them by providing this feedback. You want to ensure while you are giving this information and helping them, you are not giving them false hope about being successful next time, should they choose to apply for your company again. You never want to compare the candidate to another. For example, do not say that another candidate had more experience. Strictly stick to talking about the candidate individually. Feedback during the interviewing process is very important. Feedback can help the potential candidates improve, and this in turn could lead to a positive relationship between you and them. Feedback from you unprompted will show the unsuccessful candidates that you cared enough to provide them with why they did not get the position. A positive experience for all candidates will actually help your company brand by showing that you are a company who cares about every person interested in applying. Oftentimes, candidates who are rejected are left with wondering why. You're taking away this confusion by providing feedback and leave them feeling good, even though they did not get the job. Follow the page below to participate in an activity that will allow you to test the information you learned about in this module. Giving feedback can definitely feel awkward, but doing it in the correct way is beneficial to you and the unsuccessful candidate. Being the first to provide feedback before it is asked for can lead to positive thoughts about your company. It is always important to be sure you are providing feedback that is positive and constructive.